I'm here in Tanhua-lin, which is said to be Wuhan's most popular, most touristy area. And I've lived in Wuhan for a month now, and I haven't been here yet. Apparently every foreigner, every tourist goes to this spot because it has the best cafes, best restaurants, and a lot of walking streets, okay? I'll be expecting many foreigners in this area, maybe more than, 1 a month, because that's the usual rate in Wuhan. So I'm gonna go to a tea shop straight away. Before coming to China, I knew Tibet was a very cool place, but I didn't know just how much Chinese people are obsessed with Tibet. And a lot of Chinese people told me that Tibet people are very rich. And I was like, what do you mean they're rich? Apparently in Tibet, many expensive medicine grow there. For example, this and this grows in Tibet. You can either eat it in soup or take it as medicine, and it's very expensive. So a lot of the farmers in Tibet are minted, they're rich, they drive good cars, but they're farmers, they have cows, sheep, and plants like this. And down here is some tea, okay? Some very expensive tea. So in China, you see many of these expensive premium tea shops. Here's all the tea. Look, this does not look like tea. Like I've drank many tea before, but this is not the usual tea that I'm used to anyway. And this is the ingredients for soup. Look at this. Again, most of the things I've never seen before, and some of these grow in Tibet. Here is the main expensive food that grows in Tibet. Again, I've never seen food like this. This is, I don't know, for my eyes, this is not food. But apparently the big ones, one can go for like 50 euro, just one. And these Tibet people are farming these. Some more food here that I don't recognize. Especially this one. This is very, very strange. It looks like rotten orange peel or something. That was actually bird's nest and swallow's saliva. Here's two Chinese men trading mushrooms. Can go up this tiny hill on a Coca-Cola machine. There's a lot of sodas on these stairs in Tanhua-lin. Look, there's a huge Pepsi bottle up there, a huge Pepsi can here. I think they love soda in Tanhua-lin. And I think the theme of this area are cats, because there's cats everywhere, the statue of cats everywhere in this area. And there are a lot of 7-Elevens in this area of Wuhan, which is pretty rare for China. I don't know why China doesn't have many 7-Elevens compared to other Asian countries. Like in Korea, there's a 7-Eleven every 2 steps, and in Thailand, every step. Oh, dog and cat shop. Oh, look, there's a dog in that window of this shop. I think it's a cafe, like one of those animal cafes. And here is a shop that sells milk products, okay, cow products. And it's weird because I noticed that Chinese people drink a lot of milk, while other Asian people don't drink that much, in my opinion. I noticed in Korea they don't drink milk that much because they're allergic to it. But Chinese people drink it. Dairy products is what I'm trying to say. And in Wuhan they have many of these motorbikes with like these warm handles on them, because when you drive you get cold. And a lot of people who maybe can't afford a car, they use these motorbikes to get around the city. There's a street food section, there's bamboo products, bamboo snacks. The street food in China is no joke. Yeah. I love most of the Chinese street food, but for some reason the tofu stinks. One of these meat sticks costs 3.5 yuan, which is like 40 cents. Okay, it won't fill you up, but it's quite big. They're really hot. Very good. Actually, this is tofu too. I thought it was meat sticks, but it's tofu sticks. This one doesn't smell bad, but some of the tofu smells horrible. And this guy is selling squid sticks. Some more cats. Here is the most popular building of the street. And actually I see an Irish flag. Look, an Ireland flag. Or maybe maybe it's Italy, but they use the wrong color. What is this? Why? It looks like a cafe, but I don't think they even know what Ireland is. Definitely never been an Irish person in here. Okay, I'm 99% sure that they wanted to put Italian flag and the shade is wrong here, you know, but actually it says French food in Chinese. So this is very confusing. It's an Irish flag that wants to be Italian, but they're selling French food. So I think they just got it wrong. There's no Irish breakfast here or Guinness. It's wrong. And actually I saw two foreigners on this road. Well, they were together, but still two people, two Indian girls. So the foreigner rate on this road is very high, okay? I think it's probably the highest in Wuhan. It's probably 1 in 1,000. So 0.1% of people here are foreign. That's really, really big. It doesn't even feel like I'm in China anymore. Look at this jelly street food. Here's that most famous building from a different angle. This building is on all of the postcards about Wuhan. Huge cat on it. You see it? I don't know, they love cats in this area. I'm gonna get some bread. I can read Chinese. Here is a huge Tanhualin sign, and also it's called this market is called Question Market. It says it right there, and this bread is delicious. Oh, so good! Look at it. Oh, Question Market. Why not? And then I think they just think English is cool. They put any word. I'll try this as well. They're sweet rice balls. I thought they were squid balls, but they're sweet rice balls. New food. Look, this place, you put your feet in some aquarium and the fish eat off the dead skin. I think I need that, the amount of blisters on my feet. Those fish are gonna be overweight after eating my blisters. I think they're gonna have a concert here with some action figures. There's like Chinese Mickey Mouse, Chinese sheep. They're probably gonna start dancing later. This is the thing about China, always something crazy happening. Okay, here's the map of this beautiful little village, Tanhualin. And we've seen most of the things. Oh my goodness. This train is coming down. I think the tea shop was around here somewhere. You know, we've seen most of this, but there's still a lot to see. There's so much. Haven't been here. And look, here's a list of everything in the village. I really want to see this. Good with 3 O's. Something good. I think that means ice. So maybe ice cream. Some good. Something good. And one more English. hour. This train really saves a good 45 seconds of climbing stairs. Like I'm literally faster than the train. Look, I'm not even going fast, like I'm going normal speed. There's also some like museum / exhibition in this village. Look, this is all Wuhan. Wuhan? You wouldn't think that's Wuhan, but that's Wuhan. Wuhan. Okay, here's an electric bike that you can ride and make electricity, and the electricity draws the yellow crane tower on the wall. Oh, fireworks. Okay, this is possibly some Chinese war in Wuhan. I'm out of breath after that game. Some more war, a lot of war. Always war in these museums. People always have to fight. I don't know why. Just live in peace, you know? No need to fight. No need to fight. Here's a map of Wuhan. You know, before China got rich and modern. In the Qing dynasty. Qing dynasty, right? Wow. Here's a bigger map. Look at that. Also, obviously Wuhan is a bit bigger now. It has expanded. Look at this, some artifacts. And here is Wuhan in the Ming dynasty. A different dynasty. Here's another map from the Ming dynasty. And here says a year. No, maybe not a year. Those are just numbers. Okay, these numbers right here are not the year. These are coordinates. Okay, here's Yuan dynasty and Song dynasty. This is pretty ancient. Look at the writing. I don't know how you can read that. Okay, so even though this writing looks ancient, it's the same as today. So this is the same Chinese as today. I mean, here, I don't know how that's readable. I don't know how you can read that, but Chinese people can read that. Look at this, a crane flying out of the Yellow Crane Tower in Wuhan. This is what the tower would have been like a long time ago. And there's a guy riding the crane. Look, there's a guy on it. Okay, here's some traditional Chinese characters, some traditional Hanzi. So this is way more difficult than the one today, but Chinese people can read this. China is so modern and developing so fast that a book from 2006 is in a museum. Like, this is ancient for China, you know? It's developing so fast that 20 years is like ancient for them. In China, a book is like museum worthy. Here is the good place. It is an ice cream shop, I knew it. Good. Okay, here's a little viewing point where you can see some of Wuhan. This is definitely the lesser rich area. There's not much skyscrapers here. It's like the village side. Okay, in fairness, there's like a very modern building right beside this rundown place. So yeah, that's China. Skyscraper, glass, shiny. Actually, on the other side too, look. Skyscrapers. Skyscraper. So there's this small rundown area, small village area, and then skyscraper, offices, businesses, some cactuses. They have this all over China. Horse and a horse ass. Gotta smack it. Here's an outside coffee meeting place. Can even give Santa some mail. Here's some more good English. Travel is lang. Travel is lang. Am I stupider? Oh, travel island. Oh, actually the Chinese on this sign says that under your feet is a building built 1800 years ago. And I'm sorry for making fun of the English. The English is good here. Travel island. We serve love coffee and beer only. Love coffee. Okay, we'll get tea here in this beautiful outside place. Look. Okay, I don't know why we need a fireplace for tea, but that's a bit over the top, I think. Share. Oh yeah, wet wipes, okay. I don't know why we need chopsticks for tea. But... Oh, this is for snacks, not for the tea, okay? You get snacks with the tea. This is a bit over the top. There's the snacks. Oranges, marshmallows, strawberry. Whoa.
它是已经熟了的，这其实都是熟了的，你就热一下都可以。这个也是的，然后这个糍粑可能就要这年，谢谢。
谢谢。Tomatoes as snacks. Oh, like barbecue. Need to put on fire.
Yeah.
Sweet potato.
Yeah.
Okay, this is a bit more than just tea then. Meat, corn, everything. Oh, and this is a hotel in the village. Oh my goodness, this is the thing. This is also part of the hotel. Wow, there's some Chinese anime drawings. It says Wuhan right there. Some brutalist buildings. And it started to rain. The weather here is very, very strange. A few days ago, it felt like summer. It was like 23, 24 degrees. And now a few days later, it's like autumn. Wow, this weather really can't make up his mind. It's actually lashing now. A few days ago it was summer. Ladies going around selling umbrellas. I was wondering how everyone has umbrellas. How's everyone prepared? Well, this lady is hustling. Look, I'm in a book shop. Look, this is Hungarian. Hungarian author. There's Hungarian books in China. Tourist map of Wuhan. 1996. Look at these old books. Oh my goodness. Look. Wow. I love stuff like this. This bookstore is awesome. I ended up buying some of those ancient picture books from that old bookstore. Okay, in this village there's a small shopping mall, and inside the shopping mall are these karaoke booths. In China they're called KTV. Look, you pick a Chinese song, here's the lyrics, here's your microphone. Okay, it's broken, that's why it was free. All the KTVs are always taken. Everybody loves to sing karaoke in China, but the only free one is broken, so never mind. Okay, we'll have some beef hot pot to end the day. Look at this beautiful restaurant. Restaurants are always so dramatic in China. And this restaurant comes with lots of free seasoning and free fruit. Look at this. This all comes for free, whatever you want. Fruit. Look at that, oranges. You just pick a plate, see, small seasoning plate, and you take whatever you want. I love oranges in China, so I'll take some oranges. Yeah, what should I take? These look very, very spicy. I don't know, they all look pretty spicy to be honest. I think I'll just take an orange. Look, I usually don't like beef. In Ireland, I don't like beef. It's always too chewy. But in China, it's just so beautiful. Like, these slices of beef, just beautiful. Water starts dripping from my mouth just thinking about it. Look, I've never seen chopsticks like this. Look, it's metal, but you can insert something into it. So you open this up, this one-time use chopstick, which is wooden. Here you go, just the end of it. And then you insert it into this. It looks like those cigarettes that people smoke. Very, very posh. Let's make it tight. Very posh. And you know, you need to wait for a hot pot to boil, and once it boils, you put in the beef. And you put it in for like 30 seconds, and then it changes color and it's ready to eat. And we got some good seasoning, unlike the one I picked. I picked just an orange, but this is like the seasoning people in China eat. These are like sesame seeds, oils, peanuts, everything. And there's also some mushrooms that we put in to the hot pot. Another culture shock for me is that in China, in restaurants, when you get tea, you get flower tea, you have the flower in it. There's like daisies in it. Or maybe it's just me, but I've never seen this before. I've never seen flowers in a tea. And these are the flowers you see on the side of the road, you know. After 10 seconds of cooking, the beef is ready. Look how beautiful it is. And you know, another culture shock that I experienced in China is that Chinese people use tea to wash cups and tea to wash their hands. So when you're in a restaurant and you're about to use a cup to drink tea, you wash the cup with tea. And you also wash plates with tea before you eat in a restaurant. And also your hand, when you're outside, you use tea to wash it with. Oh, that food was so 好吃 or delicious for my non-Chinese speakers. And this day was so 好 非常好 or very good for my non-Chinese viewers. Yet another beautiful day in China. 中国我爱你 I love you, China. For my non-Chinese speaking viewers.